watching this on Wedding Chicks or over on Facebook, thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're obviously doing something a little bit different because I'm not seated in my normal spot. Today I'm going to give you guys a tour of my vlogging room, which also happens to be one of our guest rooms in our home. I've had a couple of you guys ask about a couple of the items that we have in here or some of my design choices, so I thought it'd be a good idea to show you a little bit behind the scenes because I know I love those videos with other YouTubers, so hopefully you like it just as much. So without further ado, let's jump right on in. Now we're gonna move this way. I'm probably not gonna keep this part. Starting on this end of the room, I have a feeling I'm just gonna harness my inner Vanna White the entire time, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I figured we work from one end of the room to the other. I borrowed a bunch of stuff from my parents. So a couple of these things in this room are not permanent, but I'm hoping they don't need them back for a really, really long time because I really like them. These lamps are from HomeGoods. I think this is from Pier One. Both of them are borrowed from my parents. We actually do have some guests coming to stay with us, which is the reason that I'm filming this vlog because the floor is finally clean because usually there's stuff all over the floor. Pretty sure I picked up all the trash from the wish haul that I did several months back, like 2 weeks ago. We usually like to set out some water, a little glass, and have these little chalkboard labels on there that has the person's name on it because it's just a really cute little add gesture. There's nothing worse than staying at someone's house and waking up in the middle of the night and wanting water and not knowing how to get it. So we like to make it really easy for our guests. I also have this copper tray in case someone wants to set trinkets, rings, jewelry, phone, whatever it happens to be right in there. And then moving on up over here, how are my Vanna arms?
Good.
This is where you affirm me and you tell me all the nice
They
things.
look great, babe.
Greatest Vanna arms
Your
I've
arms
ever
are
seen.
so ripped.
I've alluded to this before in videos, but I don't think you guys realize the level of my plant obsession. Don't respond. Yeah, no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's just like 200 plus plants. It's not a big deal. I have obviously a couple plants that you're going to see throughout the room. This one's a picture plant. It doesn't have any pictures on it at the moment, so I'm probably doing something wrong, but whatever. Moving on over, we have a pothos plant. We have quite a few of them. Not too many though, right babe? I am notorious with books. I have a really hard time giving books away or getting rid of books, so I tend to just accumulate them all around the house. We have books everywhere. But one thing that I like to do is I like to turn them backwards so it blends better color-wise. I don't like it when books don't match. So sometimes I just flip them around so all you see is the other side and not the spine. And one of the main things that I wanted to do when setting up this room is I wanted to set up like this visual treat for you guys to look at so it wasn't just all my face all the time. And one of the reasons that I wanted to do that was because it just gave some depth to the background. And it's nice when guests come to stay with us. I like to have things balanced. It doesn't have to be exactly perfectly symmetrical, but I want to have an even balance. So I ended up getting these two pictures from Hobby Lobby. And they're from the same line, they have the same color, so it creates a nice balance, but again, they're not identical. See what I mean? Balanced but not symmetrical. You pick it up when I'm laying down. Moving on over, I usually have this candle burning in vlogs, and my secret is it's actually a pumpkin scented candle because I'm obsessed with pumpkin scented things and maybe pumpkin spice frappuccinos. I don't know. You don't know.
And
Could
lattes.
And lattes. Shh. Peanut gallery. And then got some copper string lights that the battery died a while ago because I forgot to turn it off after a vlog and then never replaced the batteries. And then we have the table numbers. Basically, I tried to replicate some Anthropologie table numbers and I was so obsessed with this one, or these ones basically, that I actually put them up on our shelf in our guest room. So it's not gonna make any sense to guess, but hey, to you the viewers, it's gonna be like, I remember that one. Moving on up, macrame. I am unashamedly obsessed with macrame. We actually purchased that for a wedding. If I have pictures of this in action, I will insert that right here. And the nice part about doing design for weddings is that I actually end up keeping all of it afterwards.
The best part.
It's the best part ever! We bought this for a wedding and then low-key just decided to use it because it's gorgeous. I got it off Etsy. Again, anything that I can, I will link in the description down below. Moving on over, we have the salt and pepper shakers that you can never see because my head is blocking them, but they're there, just so you know. And those are from my wish haul. Again, I'll link that down below. I'm gonna go the other side of the bed. This is gonna be real weird.
Climb over it.
I don't want to climb over it because I'm gonna ruin the blanket. And moving on down the line, one thing I didn't talk about. Oh my gosh, I didn't talk about this shelf. I actually had one of you ask about this shelf specifically and what it is and where we got it. We kind of made this, although I feel like made is a very strong term. We screwed some of this black plumber.
You want to try that again?
We screwed some of this black plumber's pipe to the wall. There isn't even a cap on it or anything. We just screwed it to the wall and set a piece of wood on top, which probably is not the wisest idea since we live in Southern California and earthquakes. So So good luck to our guests. Again, some more plants. This one's actually fake, so don't judge me. It's usually over there. That little geometric shape that got stuff all over my hands from the wish haul, that's here with a little air plant in it. And here we have a Staghorn fern. I actually picked this one because it balances that carnivorous plant really well because they're both kind of the same size, kind of the same shape. Moving on over, this is probably one of my favorite plants. Babe, do you know what this plant is?
A long one.
A long one. Good. Yes. This is a string of hearts plant, and we have 5 of them. We have 5 of them. I used to have it over there. I don't know how long you guys have been watching the videos, but it used to be over there, except for the fact that it would like hit people in the face when they try to get in and out of the bed, so I had to move it over here, which is rude because I thought it looked prettier over there, but whatever. A matching lamp to that one, and then this table I believe is also from HomeGoods. I'm so good at this. Again, another thing we borrowed from my parents' mom. Please don't take that back, I really like it. As far as the bed is concerned, because again, a couple of you have asked about this, I got it off Amazon and literally only bought it because there was nothing here before and I wanted to have an actual bed frame for filming. So, is that a write-off? The bedspread is from Ikea. When you go with something like this, it actually helps to blend the pet hair a little bit better so it doesn't gross all of our guests out. Cute little cheeky pillow that you never see because my body's always blocking it, but it's there. And one of the newer additions to the vlogging space is this snake plant. I put it here because I have this thing with cords. I don't like it when cords show. It would drive me nuts to watch back some of my videos and see the plug from this lamp. So I brought in a whole plant because I wanted to block the plug. I didn't like seeing the cord in the background. So this is a snake plant or a mother-in-law's tongue. And I have it in a vintage bucket that I got at an antique market and a vintage folding chair that I got off Etsy. We actually use this in multiple photo shoots. You're gonna sense a theme here. So many random things are from a wedding or from a photo shoot. So basically I just like used it as an excuse to buy it for my home. Can you see me?
Yes.
Can you see me?
Wait.
Can you see me?
Wait.
Right here, we actually have a super rusty crib mattress box spring, right?
It's just the springs in the old mattress.
Okay.
Not a box spring.
It's the springs from an old crib mattress that we have turned into a little photo display. I think it's really fun to print out your pictures, especially when you're out with your wedding. Print your pictures. I would be lying if I said that I didn't swap them out to be like our friends' faces when they come to visit us. So I'm pretty sure when AJ came to visit, like I put that one up. And then because I always think it's really fun to add an extra quirky element of design, and also because these were my husband's before we got married, and I felt like I had to put like a little bit of him into the house, but only like the smallest bit. I like tried to find a place to hide him away so not a ton of people would see him. This is more artwork of his, great! But this is a really good motto to live by. Death before decaf, am I right? And then right here, we've got more plants, a very sad succulent and a very sad pothos. But hey, at least the copper container is really cute. And then I have a whole lot of vintage books around the house that we've actually accumulated because of styled shoots. The colors work really well. I like that they have green with a little touch of blue, and it kind of brings all of the colors of the room together. And then this lovely thing is really, really beat up. I don't know why we still have this. It was something I made for an apartment forever ago, and it's an old piece of barnwood, actually from the same place that the shelf piece of barnwood is from. I don't think I explained that was barnwood before. It's a piece of an old barn, which is really cool. We got it from a place called True American Grain. It's in South Orange County. I did this myself before my husband and I got together, and I didn't do a great job. Yes, honey, you have it on camera, me saying that I didn't do a great job. But it does provide a great space for guests to come sit down and for girls to do their makeup because there's a window here and it provides great natural light, which is the reason that I put this chair here. Again, from an antique store because I may or may not have a problem. And this is actually a towel, but no one knows it is. So Bethany, if you're watching this video, this is your towel. Please use it. We've been really obsessed with Turkish towels recently because they're really soft and I like it better for my hair. There's a whole bunch of information you don't need to know. Put a pillow here because this is an antique chair and it's really uncomfortable. This is from Ikea. Moving on down the line, this is probably one of my favorite corners in the room. And I put it right here because I can see it when I'm vlogging, so sometimes when I screw up like a gazillion times, hello friend. So sometimes when I screw up a lot, I just basically look over to this corner and see this Monstera Deliciosa, which we also have like 4 of. It just makes me happy. And another pothos, because I have a problem. And a collection of vintage and thrifted mirrors because I think it just adds some unique dimension to the space. And because this is a guest room, we put together a little toiletry basket for people to use. I've definitely been the person before where I go to someone's house and I forget something, but I don't want to ask for it. So we go ahead and take care of that here at the Wolfer household. And right over here, you're gonna want to come over here for this one because this is really important. Right here, I have a collection of books from two of my favorite YouTubers of all time. I'm not shy about this. I love Zoe Sugg and Alfie Days. I do. I love them. I love them a lot. I buy their merch. I buy their books. And honestly, both of them are pretty darn good authors. I could not put Girl Online down. So I keep them here, again, in my favorite corner to remind me why I do what I do and why I keep vlogging, because one day I think it'd be really great to be just like them. Maybe not just like them. Alfie does a morning backflip on his trampoline and I can't even jump on the trampoline for like 5 minutes. So maybe like a little bit like them.
Oi, oi, oi.
They don't say that. They only say that on Love Island. We keep a basket here because again, when guests are over and you're cold in the middle of the night and you can't find a blanket, that is the worst feeling. So I like to keep them really obvious and really accessible. In fact, one of those blankets is actually a gift from a couple that we worked with. They got them for their wedding and I think it's so cute. And so I also keep it in my favorite corner as a reminder of not only why I YouTube, because of Zoe and Alfie, or obsession with plants, but because of clients that are super important to me and I really, really love what I do. So maybe a blanket, but to me it's a heck of a lot more. And then lastly, you wanna pan down for this one? We have a cowhide rug. Stop it. Your feet are gross. I'm not putting that in there so you can move your foot now. And lastly, we have a cowhide rug that we got for the same wedding that we got the macrame for. We actually used the cowhide rugs with a mix of different Persian rugs as her aisle runner. Again, I'll insert a picture here if I can find it. One of the things that I like doing is I like mixing textures with design, both with weddings and obviously in my home. So we've got a couple touches of the black metal, we've got a couple different types of barnwoods happening, but all kind of the same texture. Couple different sorts of greenery, a couple copper elements. I really like mixing all of those things because I think creating textures is really visually entertaining. Basically, like everything we buy is really cheap. We don't really buy super nice stuff. It's either thrifted or Goodwill, or my mom gave it to me. Thanks, Mom, don't take it back. I just want to show you guys that you can like put together a room on a budget. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg. You can just get a little creative, buy a couple plants, and then buy a couple more, and buy a couple more, and then you too can have a space just like this. So that's all we have for today, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you guys like this sort of content, if you want to see more home stuff, like let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. I have been casually, low-key trying to figure out if I want to launch a second channel to do like home stuff or if I want to do it on this one. So you guys let me know in the comments below.
Yeah, the only way they can cast a vote though is if they like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell icon to receive notifications.
You watch a lot of YouTube too, huh, babe?
Nope.
Yeah, you do.
Not at all.
Yeah, Shady Penguin, if you're watching this, my husband loves you. As always, a huge shout out to my gal pals over at Wedding Chicks for hosting this video. And until next week, bye guys! Just one rule. You're not allowed to film my feet because I haven't painted my toes in a long time. That's exactly what I'm talking about! You get to see behind the scenes now. This is great. I figured we work from one room at the end to the other. Are you still filming?
You're no fun at all.
Although, if I did keep it, your dad would probably be really, really excited because my father-in-law watches these videos. I'm eating it!
Do it. Prove it.
I'm not gonna eat it.
Prove it.
No.